There we go. Is your mic on? Yeah. Last time I didn't have my mic on, and it was like 10 minutes into the show, so I get paranoid. Okay. It's on. Okay, welcome. This is Melissa Shaw with Our Generation, where we educate, empower, and inspire. And I'm excited today about having my guest on, Mr. Tyrone Edwards.
Hey, how you doing?
Welcome, welcome.
How you doing?
I'm good. So we met a couple months ago
Yes, ma'am.
at an event, and then talked about you doing a lot in the community. So definitely wanted you to come on and tell the community what you're doing and how they can support. So just tell us a little bit about yourself.
I appreciate it. Again, my name is Tyrone Edwards. I founded a new company called um, T's House of Thought, which is a nonprofit organization, 501c3, and we all about helping not only the community but helping individuals figure out who they want to be or what they want to be in life. A lot of times we go through life and we make it all with the 31 years old. We don't know what type of business we want to do. So what I do, I sit down one-on-one with the individual and we figure things out. We find out what your strength is, what your weakness is, and what are you good at doing. And we bring all that to life. Most of the time, let's just say put it like this. One of our biggest things that we're doing right now is stage plays.
Nice.
Um, and doing the stage plays, I find out what type of stage play I'm about to do, and I sit back and write the book to it. So last year we did War Behind Bars, which presented at Walker Theater, Warren, and Pike High School. It
Nice.
was a success.
Nice. Was that your first play?
Yes, that's my first play, which I was under the watching my director at the time, Miss Kim. She directed. I mean, she taught me a lot to help me get to the point where I'm at right now, where I'm actually doing it myself now.
So what made you get started in this, and how long have you been doing it? Just like writing and different things like that.
Mine started being incarcerated. I was facing 85 years in jail.
85.
85 years.
Damn.
I thought I was a chemist.
85.
So I took a plea, which was
Wow.
25 years, and I had all that time. So I had to figure out what can I do at this time.
Right.
So I started writing, and before I knew it, I started writing. I wrote 65 books,
Wow. Where
and
can you find those? Are they all published or
six of them
online?
published,
Six. Okay.
and I'm working on another one. So six of them published, and you can find them on Amazon and Barnes and Nobles.
Nice.
So right now, what I did, I took one of my plays, and which won an award in jail. So I took that play and I made a War Behind Bars, and I brought that forth. Now I'm bringing out another play, and we're getting ready to do that one.
Why you get real quiet with this? It's
Cause
like, is this a hush hush play?
it's top secret.
It's not okay. Okay.
Nah, it's just I'm making an announcement in September.
Love it. And
I
yeah,
mean next week.
September. Okay, so you have an event,
Yes.
and what's the event?
The event we having at School 43 out on Central over off of 38th Street. And what we doing, we give it back to the community. The cast, people in the cast, our whole production team, we're gonna be out there. We feeding 16 on down, 18 on down. We giving them hot dogs, hamburgers, juices, and we're gonna have jumpy houses, face painting, but that's outside. But inside, we also have an Arthur slash vendor, our third annual year. So inside, we're gonna have businessmen and business women producing their products, and people. Right now, we had 28 seats, 28 tables.
Nice.
So it's
And
gonna
what
be
do
big
the
event.
tables range from? Are they all authors or?
Now I think we got four authors and the rest are vendors.
Okay.
So everybody's producing their own business. So, I don't like saying the small business. I don't believe in that.
Okay.
Ain't no such thing as a small business,
Yeah.
especially when you step out on faith.
Yeah. Definitely.
And when that tax come ain't small.
It sure ain't. It sure is not. That's why y'all need to be structurally correct. And put a little plug in for myself. If you need help setting your business up, please let me know. I will definitely get you taken care of with
Okay.
Legal Shield. To set up structurally right.
Right.
Yep. So, um, what made you want to do your books and your plays on you being incarcerated? Like, what was it about that you said, okay, I need to do it. I need to go in this direction.
War Behind Bars was done due to the fact that people have a misunderstanding that you have to be in jail to experience war behind bars. We go through war behind bars even on the streets. You know, when you going through depression, when you going through a divorce, that's a war.
Yeah.
It's just you ain't incarcerated. But sometimes we place ourselves in incarceration.
Right.
And we don't want to be bothered with nobody. We distance ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we suppress, depress. We go to drinking. We go to drug use, whatever it might do, whatever we might take to get over that pain that's inside of us.
Right.
And that's what war behind bars is. The people that's in jail, they going through their own pain.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different kind of pain, but those that's outside, they going through emotional pain too.
Mm-hmm.
So in order to understand one, you got to understand the other one. And that's where that play was. Now, Touch is a different situation, which would be airing, going live at Pike Performing Arts June the 30th next year. That's dealing with the things that we face in society right now:
Okay.
the rape, the killing, the abuse, the mental abuse, the physical abuse,
Right.
the drug use, people going through pain. Look around. Since COVID came, we had so many deaths.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the ones that's going through the pain of losing them.
Mm-hmm.
How they feeling?
Right.
So that's what this play is talking about. If I can only get a touch from God, if I can just reach into that spiritual being and get a touch for that person, maybe that can help me get through the situation I'm going through.
Mm-hmm.
I know for me, when I was going through my pain and suffering, God was the only person that can help me.
Right.
It wasn't what that person said; it was God,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I'm bringing in touch. That spiritual being. That if I can just get a touch for Him, maybe everything can be all right, or things will be all right. Take your pick.
Mm-hmm. You do things with the youth, right? So
Yes,
what is it that you focus on with them?
developing them so they won't develop their skills in jail or go through death with that skill. So I'm trying to let them develop themselves because a lot of the youth feel like in order for me to be successful, be rich, or be anything, I gotta be a rapper, a basketball, a video vix.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta show my body, I gotta twerk, I gotta do all this.
Right.
Now I'm trying to show them a different kind of way.
Yeah.
Let's dig into that mind. We don't dig into the kids' minds no more.
Yeah.
Let's define what's inside you first. So once we define what's inside that person, now we can develop a skill inside of them. When we can develop that skill that's inside of them, now they got a career.
Mm-hmm.
So let's show them something different. Because when we was growing up, they said it takes a community, it takes a neighborhood to raise a child.
Yeah. That's not being done now.
It's not being done. We losing. We
Yeah.
losing our kids. We
Mm-hmm.
losing our kids because the parents wants to go out there and party.
Yeah.
What? Why is that? We lost our grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let us be the grandparents again, and let's teach them. Let's put them first. We lived our life.
Mm-hmm.
It's a reason why we ain't dead. So
Yeah.
my thing is, I want to bring out the youth. I want to help them see something different than what they've been seeing.
Mm-hmm.
So if I can put them in a stage play and bring out that skill within them, that's gonna be something positive, something they're gonna be excited. That's like I write books. So I'm teaching people how to write a book. So if you see your work, if you see your thoughts in this book, you're gonna get feeling good. Look what I
Mm-hmm.
done, look what I did. It's like that kid that went to school and got an A and ran home and showed my mom, look what I got.
Mm-hmm.
Mom said, that's what I'm talking about. Let's
Yeah.
what you want for dinner?
Yeah.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah. That's definitely missing. What's the youngest that you work with?
Right now, we got 10. 10 years old is the youngest right now. And I think the oldest we have is 21.
Okay. What's your thoughts on like the 18-year-olds that are coming out that aren't college? Like, is there anything out here that you've seen for them?
Yeah, a difference. Make a difference in them. And they the same ones. Make it show them something different. Those ones I work with too. Those ones I want to work with. My desire is not just for the older individuals, the 27 on up. My desire is for the 27 on down.
Yeah.
I mean I don't go all the way down to 9 years old
Right.
because they still developing.
Yeah.
But when it come down to 10, now you hitting the teens. Let me show you something different. Now the
Hmm.
18 years old, they got two choices. Let me learn right now because I might not go to college. And
Yeah.
I'm not saying college is the thing.
Yeah.
I think trades are the thing because college costs so much money. But then let's show them something. Let's show them and let's develop what's inside them because the school's not doing it.
No. Or even if they want to own their own business, giving them guidance on what that looks like.
Right.
Instead of saying, well, just figure it out. Or if you don't want to go to college, you're this. Or if you don't want to, go get a regular job. Like, it's not for everybody. And like you said, in schools, they don't teach, like, it's one sided. You either do this or you're nothing.
Yeah. And,
And there's so many other things that can be done.
and that's that right there. What you said, the schools. I'm not saying the schools not doing their job, but the attention's not there in some students.
Hmm.
So let's find out what's inside them.
Yeah.
Let's dig deep inside of them and bring it out. And that's called 1-on-1. If I can get that child, if I can get one person, one child, 18 on down, just 1-on-1, I bet I can make a difference.
I actually got somebody for you.
Okay.
No, my daughter's a friend. He's such a sweet kid. And his mom is out. She's a flight attendant, so she's not home, and his dad is just kind of not. And so he's just here. He doesn't really. He wants to go to college, but he just kind of is like kind of floating. And I'm like, what happens to those people? Those kids where
Mm.
they really don't not fit in, but they really don't fit in. Like there's no place for them.
Mentor.
And just to have like some like okay, he needs somebody.
And that's so easy. That's why I like the stage play. Because I had so many people come to my play and they look at us and everybody that's in the play, they are when I say they such a blessing. You talk about people that never act before.
Mm,
They act. I'm talking about you'll never know they couldn't act.
wow.
So you taking somebody that never seen a play before. Because if you know it's half the kids that we have in just Indianapolis zone, they never been to a stage play.
Mm-mm.
But the parents will come to the stage play, but they won't grab the kids.
Yeah.
So let's grab the kids so they can see
Yeah.
that. That boy,
Give
if
them experiences.
that's it.
Yeah.
If we could just take one kid, him, if he just come and see how things done, I bet it's gonna stir something inside him up. That's all I need to do. I just want to see that something get stirred inside of you.
Hmm.
We as adults, we need to quit destroying these kids' faith
Absolutely.
and
Or
build
thinking, oh,
something.
you're too young, you don't know what you're talking about, but they do. They just need us to support them and guide them. And no longer, and I had to learn this with my daughter. I'm not her parent. I'm your mentor and your coach. Like I can't parent you anymore. Because if I try to, then it's going to be a battle. It's going to be like, that inner, that tug and pull because I'm treating you like a child
Mm.
in their mind. But it has to shift and there are people. And I think sometimes adults forget that.
I think the adults forgot they used to be kids.
Yeah.
I think the pants are too tight. Their pants are so tight they can't breathe. I'm sorry, skinny jeans went out of style. I'm like, man,
You're just,
loosen my jeans. I think if you loosen people's jeans, they
if
can
you
see
listen to
better.
people say,
Yeah,
oh my God, they be able
yeah.
to, they
The
be all
Bible,
right, they be
yeah,
better.
come on. The Bible said that was loose. I'm like, man, just loosen up. If the parents loosen up and
Yeah.
remember that I can't lose faith in my child.
Yeah.
Not all situations are like that. Not
No.
everybody's situation is like that, but there's kids out there, they looking for a mentor.
And I feel like, and even they may not even know that's what they need. That's what's like,
Yeah.
there's so many out there that, and I'm like, I know there's more of ones that are in his situation and he's been staying at, his friend is in college. He's been staying down there.
Mm.
And I said, what you doing down there? Cause I always on FaceTime with him and, he's with my daughter and he's like, I'm working. I said, what kind of work? You
See?
know, he was like, and he turned his head. I said, you know what? I said, let me tell you, whatever you're doing, you better be smart. Like kids are gonna do what they're gonna do,
Yeah.
but you still gotta be like, I see what you're doing. I can't stop you, but make good choices. I don't know if there are any good choices in that situation, but
it's a
let's
choice.
be smart about it.
And my thing is, ride with me for a second. That's my thing is ride with me for a second. Let me show you something different. Because I know what those choices are. I know how it feels to be out here on the streets and selling what you're selling. Then all of a sudden you get locked up. Now you can be big and tough on these streets, but once you get behind those bars, you can't get out. That door is locked. So how you going to deal with not seeing your kids? I was watching on a TV show the other day, and they had a murder suspect, these murder people that killed somebody and everything else. They big and tall. They doing all this stuff. They did all these murders. Now it's judgment time. Now it's time to get your sentence. This one guy got 112 life sentences.
What?
So I'm about to die. You gonna rebury? You know, come on back up here. So
What?
I'm watching him, and he start crying. You cried, but you went on a killing spree. That's why I say it's so easy to do that crime. But let's stop you right there. Let me show you something different right now. That's why I'm hoping that you bring him to our event next
Yes.
week. You
Yeah,
know,
I'll see
bring
if
it
he's in town. Absolutely.
because all it
And
takes is
he
something
wants
different.
to be a rapper. He wants to be an artist. Like so, he writes, and I'm just like, I need to connect you.
Please, I would love to meet him.
And he's like such a sweet, so funny. So he's always at the house, and I went somewhere, and he was like, "Who are you going?" Where like questions me. He said, "I'm the man of the house." I'm like, "Boy, sit your ass down."
I can't spell man.
But it just shows his character. He's
Right.
very sweet and nurturing, and but if the wrong thing gets a hold of that, it could be gone, or if something tragic happens, it could turn him in another direction.
And that's why I says our responsibility is to show them something different.
Yep, it's like we was talking, and he was telling me about wanting, rap and all this, and I was like, well, what else do you want to do? He was like, I want to own my own clothing business. I said, really? I said, and our kids never tell what we do. I said, did my daughter tell you what I did? I said, do you have your business? He was like, no. I was like, all right, we have to do that. So you're right, like showing interest in what they're doing and saying, okay, you matter enough that I want to assist you in doing what you're doing.
Yep. And even show and even walk them through the process.
Absolutely.
You know, by walking them through that process, you unite something inside of them. That fire, that's all you need to do. Once that fire get not you just lit up,
Yeah.
they forget about that street.
Yeah. And our kids suffer with depression. And weeks
Oh,
ago, my daughter was like nervous because she said that he was depressed and sad, talking like he didn't want to be here. And I said, send me his number. And, in those situations, you don't know what to say. But one thing you can say is let them know that they're noticed, that they're worthy, that them being here matters.
yeah.
You know, I think we forget that kids, do go through that. We go through that as adults, and we still trying to manage those emotions. You have a
Yeah.
child that's not well, they don't have experience, they don't have
Nah.
stuff that they can relate to, and it's just all new to them. And so I do agree. Our generation, I feel, has the potential and the opportunity to really move things in a different direction for the young ones that we didn't have.
And that's why I believe they also need to have more programs, not just my program. They need to have more programs that is dedicated to them. I ain't saying just get grant money and you like, okay, I'm gonna spend a little bit over here,
Yeah.
but now I'm about to go buy this Cadillac, but I'm about to write it off that I put over here.
Absolutely. No,
Nah,
yeah.
actually spend it on the kids.
Yeah. But like you say, and even nonprofits banding together. Like if you all have similar missions, we can only service so many people effectively.
But they intimidated. A lot of these nonprofit organizations, they intimidated.
Yeah.
They scared. They scared to do that.
I would love to create a collective of nonprofits that we all have the same mission, but we're approaching it differently. To be able to you could do so much. There's power in numbers. That's
Mm.
people know that, but it's never been done. And
It,
so to be able to show that it can be done, now is it going to be perfect? Absolutely not. Are there going to be issues? Probably. Will there be people that fall off? Absolutely, because that's just how it is. When you're doing something new and people haven't seen it done, they're gonna be iffy on it. But that's one thing on my list is I definitely want to collab. I want to get like a collective of nonprofits.
Now, I have to be honest with you. I reached out to a lot of them. When we was trying to get funding for Pike,
Hmm.
I reached out because I had a lot of people tell me I need to connect with other people. So my team, we reached out to these nonprofit organizations. And when I say they string you along,
Yeah.
oh yeah, we're gonna take care, we're gonna do this, we're gonna
Mm,
do this, we're gonna do that.
mm-mm,
They're not.
mm-mm.
I mean, my thing is I'm about my word. If
Mm-hmm.
I say I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it.
Absolutely.
And I don't got time to play the games with you.
No.
I don't get mad, I'm gonna get it done regardless, but I'm
Yeah.
giving you the opportunity to rise with me.
Yeah.
If you don't want to rise with me, okay,
Mm-hmm.
it is
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna let you know if you want to be a part. I'm so serious. I'm about to find some people that we're gonna rock together.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm down.
Because it's all about the numbers that we're able to reach and help.
Because I mean,
Because I've come across other organizations that are still, and it may take the ones that are in the baby stages are more willing because we all learn it together. Sometimes when people get to a certain level, they feel like they're at a different space
mhm,
that, well, you started here just like I did, so you forget that you was here, and so why would you not want to help me? That's
that
just my philosophy.
see, and that's why I like the group that I'm with. Classic Man, Strength
Hmm.
Factory, More Than, people like Bagging Your Gift, these organizations, business as usual. I can go on and on. They all came together and helped me,
Hmm.
and to me, they my family. I'm gonna help
Absolutely.
them, and I'm gonna strive to do whatever I got to do to succeed. There's people that's not have the organizations that came up to help me.
Hmm.
So these people I want to help, but there's also when you deal with grants, they
Hmm.
says you have to go forth and be partnered with these other organizations, Eli Lilly's and people like them that's already doing it, so we can get to know you.
Hmm.
How can you sit back here and deny me a grant, but you don't take time out, my fault? You don't take
Never.
time out to sit back here and find out what I'm doing.
Hmm.
I had a grant person I had somebody tell me I'm not doing enough.
Wow.
But my team and I, we was on TV. We opened the doors for Sunday to make Sunday a free show.
Mm.
We couldn't get no support, so we had to cancel the free show. Pike High School gave us the keys, where two other places that we went to stole money from us.
Wow.
But Pike said, "Here's the keys,"
Yeah.
and so we try to take advantage of that.
Hmm.
And I'm like, we just trying to show somebody else or some teams or some other people something different. But society saying, I had a congressperson. I'm not gonna call that person's name. They came to me and said, we can help you, but let us buy the rights to your play, and we want to change it. And we just give you like $7, $10, 10,000.
Yeah, that's not.
We want to take it out this school. We're gonna put it over here, and we want to do it for this year for the election. Why
No.
you want to change what I
Yeah.
had worked hard for?
Not player.
I'm like,
That's not what this is.
and what I'm doing on my team.
Yeah.
My loyalty is to my team. My
Hmm.
loyalty is not to nobody else. My loyalty is to my team
Hmm.
because they have faith in me. I gotta have faith in them,
Hmm.
and they are willing to help other individuals.
Yeah. So where can people follow you on social media?
I got my website up. I give you the information.
No, I'll tell the people.
I gotta go on my wallet and get my
Go
business
ahead and
card.
we'll wait.
I wasn't
You're supposed to
prepared.
be on a roundoff this season.
I
Yeah,
wasn't
you don't know
prepared.
what your
I just
website
got my
name is?
website. I just got my website
I'm gonna need you to
up and
practice
running.
that in the mirror every morning. Yeah,
Okay.
because you should be able to. May have 30 seconds to tell somebody your website. I'm not reading it. You read it.
No, I'm saying
Oh,
no.
okay.
It's teeshouseofthoughts.com.
Oh, you forgot the one
One.com. Tease House of
and the
Thoughts.
letter,
One. Leather
not the letter,
one.
the number
One.
one, not
Like
spelled out.
yes, the letter before two. .com.
That just hold it. Cut. Take one. Take two. Can you please? You produce? Are you an actor?
Who?
Are you an actor?
Nah, I get on stage, I start stuttering.
I was gonna say because yeah.
Nah, I did it.
So you the man behind the curtain.
Yeah, I'm pulling the string. Let the
Gotcha.
curtain roll
Right,
for it.
right, right, right. Okay. So can you say where T's?
Hmm.
It's a tea house of thoughts. How'd you come up with that name?
My initials T, something that I can give my kids.
Love it.
So when I pass away, they can take over. I pray they take over.
Right, I know.
My kids, ugh. That's another segment.
Man, tell me what. My daughter, I only have one, and she's 18, and she drives me crazy because
Mm,
she's so different from me.
right.
But in a good way. Like I'm very matter of fact, strict. Like when I graduated high school, 3 months later, I was in my own apartment. I had two jobs. Like I was not coming back home.
Right.
Her, she just living her best life.
Mm.
She's not going nowhere. She still live at home. I'm still driving her around. Like I said, how? Why am I still taking you to work? It's like you didn't leave school.
Mm.
She's just not quick to want to be independent. And
But
so
you
that's
also,
and so I have to be careful because I could try I compare. And it was like you should be doing when I was your age, I was like, but she's not me.
nah.
And I had to like, okay, sorry. Shouldn't have said, you're not me. You move at your own pace.
And plus, back then we didn't have telephones like that. We didn't have the internet, so we was able to network being outside.
Yeah.
And our hustle game was different
Yeah.
because we stayed outside.
Yeah.
These kids, they want to hustle, which is the new way of doing it now, off the internet.
Mm-hmm.
So we have more spunk,
Yeah. Yeah.
excitement about.
And our parents were strict as hell. At least mine was. So any chance I could get to be outside, I'm outside. So her,
I
I mean,
stayed on too many punishments.
I'm strict. You said what?
I stayed on too many punishments.
Right. So with her, I didn't want to, as with our own kids, we'd say, okay, I'm not gonna do, I'm gonna do it a little different. And
Mm.
so I wasn't as strict with her, and so I feel like that she's more comfortable to be at home than I was. I was ready to go. She's not
Right.
ready to go because I provided a space that makes her want to stay, which I'm about to
Or
change that
safe,
real quick.
a comfort zone. You were a comfort
Right.
zone.
I know. I don't know how I
Yeah.
feel about that. Like,
I, if you take away that comfort zone, I think you will miss it.
yeah.
You be
She
the one
went
like,
this
come back.
right. I don't know because I love my space. I love my quiet time. But she was gone this weekend, and she was like, "Oh my god!" Because she went to visit her friend in college. She said, "I missed you. Did you miss me?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "You did not miss me." I said, "It was nice and quiet."
I ain't like that word. Don't tell me, do you miss me? Huh?
You know what? I can't stand when people say, "Did you miss me?" Well, if I did, I would have said it. No, I do not miss you. It makes me want to say, "No, I don't." Just because you said that, I'm gonna say the opposite.
I'm stubborn, so I just ignore you.
Yep.
No.
And on so your social media,
Yes.
where can
I'm
they
on
follow
I'm
you?
on Facebook, Edwards Lamont Tyrone. I'm on Instagram. I'm on a website.
Are you on TikTok? No.
Yes, I'm on TikTok.
Okay.
Now I'm in love with TikTok. I'm
Oh,
in
I
love with
know TikTok is addicting. Every time somebody sends me a TikTok, then I get sucked in, and I'm
Yeah.
like, why am I still scrolling? And it's been 30 minutes.
I know. I drive my semi watching TikTok.
You do what?
Yeah, you just flick it.
Oh no! What? Wow! Oh, do y'all hear?
Hey, nobody be on the
Wow, is
highway.
that my brother's a truck driver and he told me he was like, you would not believe what these drivers do. He said one time he drove past this truck and the guy had his foot kicked up and had his laptop out.
Yeah.
Like, are you
Yeah.
and we're supposed to feel safe next to y'all.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
We safe drivers. It's the old lady that's not.
No,
You know how many
not when
times I
you
got
watching
flicked up by an
TikTok.
old lady?
I'm
Move out the
sure.
way. Like little wrinkle finger.
Wow.
Try to throw
Well,
some water on her. Like,
right.
shut up
Well,
now.
thank you for coming.
I
And
appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
so again, tell us about the event next week. What's the address and the time? Oh,
The time, the address is School 43. You can look it
the
up on
address
Google.
is School 43. You can Google that
You
shit,
can
okay?
Google that. You can Google School 43 and it's gonna
Right.
pop right up.
Yeah.
The event starts at 11 o'clock. We be having vendors and authors there outside. Bring your kids. Please bring your kids. Challenge me. Make me have to go out there and buy more hamburger and hot dogs.
Right.
And we also got another event coming next year, which you'll be hearing the announcement. And that's my stage play called Touch at Pike Performing Arts Center. And that's June the 29th.
Okay. All right. Well, again, I appreciate. Can you any parting words? Anything you want to leave the listeners? I have entrepreneurs, business owners that anything parting words you can encouragement you can give them.
Yeah, don't do drugs. Not playing. Hey, don't sit back and think about what you want to do. Go out there and do it. I mean, the person that sit back here and say, "Okay, I'm gonna work on this. They ain't gonna work on it." You have to actually sit back here and be around people that's really doing it to figure out, okay, I got a plan now. I'm gonna actually do it,
Love
and
that.
that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, I appreciate that, and I think even when if you've been an entrepreneur for a while, you still have to remember that.
And you got to go to events that people are actually doing something.
Yeah.
You can't go to a strip club and sit back and say, "Oh, I'm gonna manage this one day."
No.
Who you gonna manage?
Right.
So if you got a vision, go around other people with visions.
Yes. I
Yeah.
always say if you want to do something, find those that are doing it because why reinvent the wheel?
Yeah.
I'm about to learn from you because of all your mistakes. Now you're gonna take my learning curve and cut it.
Yep.
So I can be able to be more successful.
And
So
you don't got to go to jail to get a vision.
no.
It helps, but you don't got
Not it help. Well, man, I
No,
don't
you don't
even.
got to go to jail to get a vision.
I can't even delete that because I don't edit my show.
I know,
I would
right?
edit that shit out. No, just teasing. No, I appreciate you being on,
Thank you so
and I look
much.
forward to having you on again to promote, the play a little bit more
Yes.
closer to it, and I look forward to watching it. And yeah, so this has been Melissa Shaw with Our Generation, where we educate, empower, and inspire. And I hope you found something that you can utilize out of this segment. And please check out his event at
Please.
School 43. Did I say it right? 43
Yes.
at 11.
Start at
I would
11 o'clock.
definitely be popping in. Not sure when, but I'm gonna I'm gonna do it.
And we can doing a giveaway too.
Nice.
So you can have a chance to win some free tickets
Okay.
to my play.
Love it. Love it. All right. Well, we are out, and y'all have a good evening.
Take care. That thing ain't working.
No, it's not.
Is that clap on?
Clap on. Oh, you got jokes. That it's still recording.
That's that Walmart clicker. You got to clap.